during the 25th session, the specific section of the quiz, or number 2, which is this one, or number 3, Sebastian?
My question is in the first one.
Okay, got you. All right, here we are.
Yes. After following in the second sentence, at my work, I don't remember what's in there, but sometimes I have a feed. I didn't really know what the pronunciation there was.
Okay, so let me know if you can listen to this.
Act out. Act out.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay.
Each kid is acting out for different reasons. When people act out, they behave badly to get attention or because they are upset about something. Notice the following. 1. When kids get tired, they often act out. 2. At my work, customers sometimes have a fit and act out when they get mad.
Okay, so in number 2, at my work, the word is
when kids get tired, they often act out. 2. At my work, customers sometimes have a fit and
Customers.
exactly, customers. So which would be the initial sound, Sebastian?
K.
Not the letter, the sound.
K.
Exactly. Perfect. At my work, customers sometimes have a...
when kids get tired, they often act out. 2. At my work, customers sometimes have a fit.
The word is?
I don't know.
Teacher.
2. At my work, customers sometimes have a fit.
Have a... And the word is fit. Okay, fit.
2. At my work, customers sometimes have a fit.
Fit. So not like, feet, like, the part of the body, but fit. Have a fit. Is, when some people they are shopping and they don't get what they were looking for, and some people like get well, according to this, right, they get mad and they start acting out, complaining, where are the rest of the shoes? I want to talk to the manager, call the manager because I'm very mad and I really want to, people that really want to get what they are shopping for. So that's the concept of fit. F-I-T. F-I-T. Okay, so in this case,
at my work, customers sometimes have a fit and act out when they get mad.
So in this case, the option would be this one, okay? And act out what they get. What do you think?
Mad.
Perfect. So initial sound would be there. Okay. So that's that would be the answer. What I could say to you. Okay.
All right.
All right. Any other questions about this number 1? Yep.
I am doing this by the cell phone, and in the first, it's impossible to drag the letter to the top. I try to my finger drag the letter, but it's impossible. So I did everything except the first because I couldn't with my fingers.
Okay.
You
So
have to
that's
say that my advice, or not advice, but uh, I I do the cell phone and the computer. So maybe it's better if you say that is we have to do it in the computer. So I I I will do it in my computer.
Okay, that's a very good feedback. So it's not possible to do it in a cell phone. Okay, that's good feedback. Thank you. Even if you place the cell phone horizontally, I mean, even if you
Yes,
don't
in
try
the yes in the two positions, only the first. All the others are possible, but in the top
like
it's
this.
impossible because your screen uh, up or you skip down, and you can't do the you can drag.
Okay, so maybe we should think about a different option. Maybe instead of dragging, like what you have to do in this exercise, maybe selecting from multiple options like A, B, C, D. Is that easier for you?
It's easier in the phone, but I like this option. I will do it in my computer for the next time. I
Okay,
know
all
in the
right.
computer.
In in the computer,
Yes,
it's it okay. And do you have do you have both options?
yes.
Okay. Alrighty, alrighty. Good, good. What about this second activity? Do you have any questions? This one was about final consonant sounds. Was this okay for you?
Are you asking to me or all the classroom?
To all the students in the room?
Yeah, for me it was good.
Okay. My suggestion is read very carefully the instructions because sometimes if you read quickly, you may skip this word, and that is really a big mistake because if you focus on the initial sound and not the final sound in this one, you're going to have all of them incorrect, probably. Okay. What about number three? Do you have any questions or comments about this one? No? Oh,
Teacher,
Yeah, teacher, I sorry. You
who
first.
was first? Okay, okay. In the word, maybe after in the first line, show off. They are just maybe showing. The sound is that um, ah, which n which n? I still have the confused with the two sound stacks.
okay.
Show off. They just are maybe showing off to the class.
Showing. Right. So which option do you think it's the best
I
one?
think it's the one with the you said like the g sound, like it's influenced by the g sound. So it could be
Oh,
the first one in
you mean
the second one,
uh,
the second. That
okay, this one?
yes
Okay.
or not?
What do you all think? Do you think this is the right one for showing?
They just are maybe showing off to the class.
Yes.
Showing. Okay. All right. Yeah. Words ending in ing, like showing, dancing, going, knocking, tapping, have this ending. They don't have this sound g as in go, right? They have this final sound. Yep, exactly. Any other comments or words or questions? Sorry.
Yeah, teacher. In the second sentences, I believe um, the letter was like Z, but I don't remember. And
Okay, let's take a look at the second sentence.
yes,
When people show off, they act a certain way to get attention, feel special, or get noticed.
mm, no,
Show off, they act a certain way to get attention.
To get attention. So for this one, what do you
no,
think?
teacher. Es que la letra era como Z, era como zumbido, pero no me acuerdo dónde estaba.
Mm. Uh,
Es que no sé si era terminaba con la Z o con la otra que también es como zumbido, esa como la última.
are we talking about this one? Feel something?
Yes.
Feel. Okay.
Feel special, or attention. Feel special, or
Feel special. Special. What's the final sound of the word special? The final
Mm,
sound. Oh.
yes, is
to get attention. Feel special, or
So, feel
no,
special.
la S
Mm-hmm.
chiquita, la segunda.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. So, is this the final sound of the word
feel special,
special?
No, it's the letter L.
The L, right? Exactly. Oh,
Yes.
so that's the final sound. Exactly. You got it. Good. Very good.
to get attention. Feel special, or get noticed.
Feel special. Exactly. Oh, and since we're here, or get, or get. What's the option here in this one?
Attention. Feel special, or get noticed.
Any idea? Any suggestions? Remember that this is a class, so making mistakes is always allowed, right?
Feel special, or get noticed. Notice the following.
So essentially, in this blank or rectangle or box, it's exactly the same word that comes after, right? Which is notice. But the only difference is that the word in the gap is in past tense or past participle. So
The following. 1. She is always showing noticed. Notice the following. Get noticed. Attention. Feel special, or get noticed.
or get noticed. So which one do you think is the correct one?
Letter T.
The T, this one?
Yes.
Okay, all right. The sound T, good. Noticed, exactly, noticed. That's a difference between this word with fine with ed, right? The difference is T, noticed, exactly. Any other questions about this specific exercise, number 3? Um, since we're here,
Show off, they act a certain way to get attention.
to get attention. So the final word of this one is okay. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to stop sharing, and then I'm going to show you Again, I'm going to include the audio. I'm going to show you a different website. Probably what you're seeing is says it says going local, right? Yep. Okay, let's take a look at this. I'm going to uh, play the recording here, and what I want you to do is I want you to focus on this section. Okay, this section. There. Okay, so I'm going to play the recording here, and you're going to listen to this, and then I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay, here we go.
Going local, as we're in a different country. How much?
Sorry, let's start from the beginning. Here we go.
So we're talking about going local, as we're in a different country. How much of the local culture do you absorb? How much like local? Because we both live in Japan, right?
Yes.
How much in percentage, for example? How much Japanese food would you say you eat?
Oh, I would say like
So we're talking about going local, as we're in a different country. How much of the local culture do you absorb? How much like local? Because we both live in Japan, right?
yes.
How much in percentage, for example? How much Japanese food would you say you eat?
Oh, I would say like probably 80% of
That's
my
a lot.
food.
Okay, so you listen to the speaker asking a couple of questions about a local culture, right? Okay, my question
Yes.
is, okay, good. So thank you. We're going to focus on this section, all right? I don't know if you're seeing what I'm highlighting.
Yeah, we're seeing.
Yeah?
Mm.
Okay, I'm going to repeat only that section.
So we're talking about going local, as we're in a different country. How much of the local culture do you absorb? How much like?
Sorry. So, okay, in this section, from so to country, okay, how many consonant sounds can you identify?
Z, so, zo,
Uh-huh. Okay, that's one.
t, talking, and k, and n.
So,
So in talking, we have three consonant sounds: t, k,
okay,
and n.
all right.
About, we have b and about. In going, we have g and that n. And local, we have three: l, k, and l. In weird, we have the r sound, weird. And I don't know how to make the first consonant sound in weird. And different, we have the, f, and t. And in country, we have k, and t, and r.
All right. All right. Good job. Good job. I think that in an exercise like this, if you are counting, I guess you could count wu as in weir, right? Weir. You can count them as consonant sounds, but then probably you have to specify. Okay, but I counted. I don't know. 19, for example, but two of them are w, which is a glide or a semi-vowel. So um, if you make an exception, we can count them as 19. If not, they are 17. Okay. So to be clear that in identifying consonant sounds, you were including two that were or actually one, which is considered a glide or an approximant, right? A glide or approximant. Remember that glides or semivowels are w as in where, what, and also ye as in yes, you, your. Those are glides or semi-vowel sounds, right? And also remember that u as in local, right? And as in are liquids, right? And both liquids and glides are considered to be approximants. Okay. Now, my second question about the same section is, how many and which ones could be considered plosive sounds? How many plosive sounds and which ones?
In the same highlight sentence?
In the same highlighted sentence or section.
About the about.
Mm-hmm.
And
the word talking or not?
And the word talking, good. That's it.
And the T in country?
Okay. T in country. So about how many plosive sounds? Or how many?
In just that part or all the sentence?
In the word about, how many plosive or stop sounds can you identify?
Two.
Two, exactly. In the word talking, how many can you identify?
One.
Two more.
One or two?
And two.
Two and k. All right. In the
And
word country.
In
sorry.
the word going, do we have a explosive? Good, no? Going or not?
Exactly. In the word going, we have g, the first one and only one, right? G.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And you said in the word country?
And two.
Okay. K.
We have two.
We have two. All right. And t. And anyone, any plosive sounding word different?
In the last could be.
Okay.
Different.
The last one. Mm-hmm. Is that it? No more, just one?
And the first one?
The first one, all right. Good job. D is also plosive as t. Excellent. In the second segment, the one that I'm highlighting right now, how much of the local culture do you absorb? How many of these sounds are affricates? Affricate sounds. Affricate.
I forgot which sounds are African.
And much?
Much, exactly. Much. You got it. Which one? You said much. Which sound is African?
I don't know how to say. The
Is if I can help, it's a sound much. So it's the last sound.
CH?
You can, yeah. Excellent. Exactly. It's the last sound, exactly. Yes, it's spelled CH, but you can refer to it as the last sound. Yeah. Let's focus on the next one right here.
Local, because we both live in Japan, right?
Yes.
How do you absorb how much like local Because we both live in Japan, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in this section,
Teacher,
yes, ma'am,
before
sir.
you move to the other sentence, in the word culture, we have African sound or not? Culture.
Oh, that's a great question. What do you think?
I think we have the same sound that in match. We have the ch sound, if I'm not wrong.
In the word Japan too?
And the word Japan? What do you
Yes,
think?
I think.
Yeah, exactly. Let me show you, because it's very easy for me to work with the Photons edit and to show you the transcription. So culture has that specific symbol for an African sound, and also Japan and Japanese. So exactly, as you know, these two symbols, ch and j, are the ones for African sounds, right? African sounds. So yep, you're right. You're right. Let me go back to the previous screen. Now, what do you think about the questions? Are these questions too difficult? No? Okay, let's move on. How much like local? Because we both
My internet is so slow.
fricative sounds. Which ones? How many? Okay, sorry, we're back. Are we?
Do you hear me? Teacher.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So, thank you. So I'm not sure if I'm sharing the website. I'm going to share it again. In the section, how much like local, which fricative sounds can you identify?
In the word both.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Which one?
The last sound. We have the sound.
Teacher, in right, the earth is
Perfect.
fricative. Fricative.
Again?
In right, the first sound is what category or what type of sound is this?
All right. Any other fricative sound here? Let's go from the first word. Here, how is there any fricative sound here?
Yes. The first sound.
Exactly, the first sound. Is there any fricative sound in much?
No.
No. Like?
No.
No. Local?
Mm-mm.
Cause? Any fricative sound here? Cause?
Cos.
Yes.
Yes. Which one?
And S.
Okay. S would be the
Yes.
Okay, good. The next one. We. Any fricative sound?
No.
No. You already mentioned both. Live. Any fricative sound in live?
Yes.
Which one?
The v.
Exactly, the. How do you classify this the? It's fricative. What else can we say about this sound?
In interdental?
Interdental?
No, it's not interdental. It's labiodental.
Labiodental, good. Labiodental. And what else?
It's voiced.
Excellent. So voiced, labiodental, and fricative. Wonderful. Sorry, any fricative sound here?
No.
No. Japan?
Mm,
No, we don't have there.
We don't have any fricative sounds there, right? And the last one, right.
No.
no.
So if there are no fricative sounds in the word right, what do we have here? What kind of
We
consonant sounds?
have
Oh, let's
a plosive sound.
Which one?
The last sound too.
Okay. Right.
And the
first
first
one?
sound is a liquid sound.
The first one sound is a liquid sound. Do you all agree with Cristola's answer? Liquid and plosive? The first one and the last one? And what about these graphemes here? What about these letters?
Are silent.
They are silent, exactly. And if they are silent, we still have one vowel sound. What kind of vowel sound is this one?
Diphthong.
What kind of diphthong?
I, right.
What kind of diphthong?
I forgot the categories.
We have two types of diphthongs that we discussed in class. One of them is, and the other one is,
Central and something and
yes,
yes, something and
yes,
Closing?
centering and
closing, yes.
Come again?
Close.
Closing, centering and closing, exactly. Centering and closing. And what type of diphthong is this one in right? Is it centering and closing?
It's a closing or not? Right.
Meantime, I'm going to be playing the Kahoot music.
It's close.
It's a closing diphthong. Exactly. Right. I is a closing diphthong. Good job. Remember that centering diphthongs have, what do they have in common? Centering diphthongs?
They have a schwa or not?
Yes, they have a final schwa. They have a final schwa. Exactly. Exactly. Centering diphthongs have a final schwa. Can you give an example of one centering diphthong?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, and one word?
Let me think. I don't know.
Vieron caleta de cosas, amor.
Sí.
Okay, we get a message. Okay. How do you pronounce that word? Is it beard or baird? What do you think? So what I'm trying to show you is some of the questions that you might face in a test. Okay, some of the questions that you might have or face in a speaking test. So let me get a sip of water because I'm sorry, a bit thirsty. So this is the transcription, in English, plain English, of the section, and this would be the phonetic transcription, right? So the first one being the speaker, Katie, right? So that's the name, and then so we're talking about going local as we're in a different country. How much of the local? That's a short, right? So if you see, let me show you this. If you see this a sound, a symbol like here, and you see that there is a small diacritic mark, a small diacritic mark, like the one below okay? What that means is that there is a missing schwa there. I mean, not missing, but the speaker decided not to say local, but decided to go from k to local, local, okay? Which is optional, right? It's up to the speaker. But this diacritic mark, the one that's in the circle here, below it means that there is this becomes a syllabic consonant, okay? A syllabic consonant. This means that this is sort of replacing the schwa here. It's replacing the schwa. It's not the schwa is not there. It's not present. Okay, that's why this consonant sound becomes a syllabic consonant. Okay, so for example, the same word could be transcribed like this: local, local, like that. The stress in the first syllable, no locale, local. This is what this diacritic mark is showing, right? The primary stress is in the first syllable, local, okay? And as you can see, I'm not going to add any symbol here, like this one, right? Because this is not a syllabic, consonant. It's not a syllabic consonant, a syllabic consonant, because if it's a syllabic consonant, I should do it this way, right? Local, with this very small diacritic symbol at the bottom, right? Just like here.
Teacher?
Yes, ma'am?
But
yes,
what
sir?
is la función de ese puntito al final? No entendí muy bien.
Okay, I'm switching to Spanish, right? La función de esta marca que se le llama cualquier marquita, como por ejemplo esta la que estamos viendo recién, se le llama diacritic mark. Por ejemplo, también la marquita, ¿cierto?, que tenemos cuando queremos demostrar que hay aspiration in a in a voiceless plosive sound like this one. Cuando decimos, por ejemplo, pet, pet, the initial sound here is p, as aspirated, okay? Pero esta que está en posición final, top, top, no tiene esa característica de explosión, ¿cierto? Entonces, cuando se transcribe se transcribe así, no se transcribe con este símbolo que representa el voiceless plosive en posición inicial, donde tiene esa característica, se llama aspiration. Eso también es una diacritic mark, ¿ok? La que estamos viendo ahora es esta que va debajo de la L. Y la función que tiene es indicar que porque cuando uno divide las palabras en inglés en sílabas, siempre uno considera cuántas vocales tiene la palabra, cuántos sonidos vocálicos. Por ejemplo, en este caso hay dos. Low, tenemos el diptongo, uno, un sonido vocálico, y la schwa, que sería otro sonido vocálico. Entonces, cuando nosotros escuchamos a un hablante que dice local, 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 k, va de k a l, sin intermedio acá, sin colocar en realidad la l pasa a ser lo que se le llama syllabic consonant, o sea, una consonante que toma cierta caracterización de la vocal, o reemplaza acá. O sea, en el fondo tenemos que considerar que aquí igual sigue habiendo una sílaba, aunque no haya consonante, no haya, perdón, sonido vocálico. Entonces igual seguimos teniendo dos sílabas. Tiene solamente que ver con la siladificación, con la división de las palabras en sílabas. Entonces, mi punto es, les muestro esto o les comento esto porque acá si ustedes ven en la descripción local, in this section here, local, ustedes no ven una schwa acá, no se ve una schwa entre k y l. Sin embargo, sí pueden ver esta marquita que está debajo de la L. Y esa marquita debajo de la L indica que el speaker no usa una schwa, pero también es opcional y ustedes la pueden usar. Pueden decir local, call, ¿ok? O no, pasa a ser opcional. Okay, let's focus on this. Okay, I'm going to go back to the website. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing this PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to go to the website again, and I'm going to play this section. Okay, so here we go. I don't know if I'm sharing the website yet. Am I not? I guess I am. Can you see it?
Now you're. Yes, now.
Yes? No?
We can.
Can you see it now?
Yes, teacher.
All right, thank you so much. So I'm going to play this section, the section that is highlighted again, so we listen and read.
How much in percentage, for example, how much Japanese food would you say you eat?
Oh, I would say like probably 80% of
That's
my
a lot.
food is Japanese food. Yeah, I like it because most of it is healthy and it's actually what I can get in the cafeteria at work. So yeah,
It's convenient.
it's convenient.
Again?
Of the local culture do you absorb? How much like local because we both live in Japan, right?
Yes.
How much in percentage, for example, how much Japanese food would you say you eat?
Oh, I would say like probably 80% of
That's
my
a lot.
food is Japanese food. Yeah, I like it because most of it is healthy and it's actually what I can get in the cafeteria at work. So, yeah.
It's convenient.
Alrighty. Now, can one of you, for example, Sebastian, can you read again this section?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Right. Okay. Oh, I will say probably like 80% of my food is Japanese food. Yeah, I like it because most of it is healthy and it's actually like what I can get in the cafeteria at work. So,
All right, excellent. Thank you so much. I'm just going to repeat one more, and then we go to. Sorry, what did I do? Sorry.
So we're talking about going local
Ah.
as we're in a different country. How much of the local culture do you absorb? How much like local, because we both live in Japan, right?
Yes.
How much in percentage, for example, how much Japanese food would you say you eat?
Oh, I would say like probably 80% of
That's
my
a lot.
food is Japanese food. Yeah, I like it because most of it is healthy and it's actually what I can get in the cafeteria at work. So, yeah.
It's convenient.
Alrighty. So now what I'm going to do is I'll show you the presentation that I was sharing with you before. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Identify now which transcription mistakes are present in this transcription. In this phonetic transcription, there are some mistakes. Can you identify which ones are they?
In the word percent,
Okay.
I would say it's like percent, but I don't see the R sound in the transcription. Maybe.
Okay. Any other?
I'm looking. Yeah.
Teacher,
Yes, ma'am.
in the word person, you don't say the word er. It's just person.
Okay. All right. Is
And
it
teacher,
yes?
after food, the sound is my food is of my food. I don't see the sound e.
So in the second line, is that it?
And the second line at the beginning, almost at the beginning. Yeah, there. Of my food
Okay.
is I use the S sound. It's not the E. My food is that.
Okay. All right. Any other?
I like it is a D sound, but it's a D sound in the transcription. It said eat.
All right. Good job. Any other? What do you think? I'm sorry.
In the work, almost at the final. It said wet, but it's like work.
All right.
It's a k, a k sound, I guess.
Okay, good job.
I don't know if I don't see any other.
Alrighty. Does anyone or can anyone identify any other mistakes in the phonetic transcription?
I guess I found another one. I guess. Most of it is the same. Like I don't see the e sound. I just.
Most of it is in the third line.
I just see the S sound, but not the e.
Okay. Any other?
I think this is correct. It's right, but why in the last line says get in the and separate is the schwa? Why is separate the schwa with the t?
So it should not be separated. Is that the comment?
Yes, or why is separate?
Okay. So that is a mistake, right?
It's a mistake.
Any other? Let's try to use a different color for this one. Okay, so we have Gilda. I would say probably like 80%. Well, that's an option, right? This could be transcribed as a schwa, or it could be transcribed as a schwa plus this small tail per percent of remember that this one is actually of. Okay, so that's another mistake here. It's not of, but of. Okay, my food is exactly. There's one missing e here. Foods. And also, remember that this one is j. And if you look at this, that is not the correct symbol that should be used to transcribe the sound j, okay? Japanese. Remember that this is
if you read,
yeah.
Sorry, if you read the word with the wrong consonant sound, how would it be?
If you read it with this one, it would be Japanese, and not Japanese.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yep.
In the third line, actually is good spelled or not?
And we're actually, we're talking about the affricate sound.
Yes.
This one.
Yes. Is that the correct? Okay.
Yes, the correct one. It's the correct one. Yes, actually, yes, sir.
Teacher.
Yes.
I found another mistake.
Okay, go on.
In the word healthy.
Okay, what about that one?
Yeah, because the sound that is there is like the, but it's the sound. I don't know how to make that sound. Like healthy.
So when the word healthy, which is in the third line, okay? This one.
The interdental sound is wrong.
Perfect. The interdental sound is wrong. It should not be the, which is fricative, interdental, voiced sound, but
it should be the voiceless. That
it
one.
should be exactly. It should be a voiceless. Good job. Good job. Any other mistakes that you have found recently?
No.
Okay. It's very interesting the way that this word is pronounced. It's so different from the one we pronounce in general, right? Cafeteria. Yeah, cafeteria. Cafeteria. Interesting, right? Okay.
So that sound is the
Which one?
third sound. Tear. Is T or tear? Tear.
Well,
Cafeteria.
some speakers say teria, others say tieria.
Okay.
So yeah, depending on the speaker, right? You can use a diphthong here or just a monophthong. Yeah. Okay. What else? Like it. Yes, excellent. It, because most of it is healthy. And it's actually like what I can get in. Now, let's focus on this, which looks like a happy face. What do you think?
I think the chua should not be there because if you the intermittent sound is wrong. It should be the and not a voiceless one. Like
Exactly, exactly. So the first thing, both of them should be put together, right? And and also what you said, it should be the voiced one. That's right. Good job. So, how do you feel about this type of exercise? What if I give you in a test or in a quiz, I give you a plain English text, I give you a transcription, and I tell you, identify the 5 mistakes done in this English phonetic transcription.
If you
What do you
say
think?
five, it's well. If you say five, but for example, if you say find all the mistakes, that will be difficult because we don't know if maybe everything is wrong. So if you put a limit, a number is good.
but maybe if he put the limit, we're gonna find mistakes where there are not mistakes because we are like focused on find 5 mistakes. Maybe it happened to me.
Yes, also, but I think it's uh, less difficult that without a limit. But it depends on the person.
Right. Well, let me show you a trick. If you get an instruction like find all the mistakes present in the phonetic transcription, and then at the end of the instruction, check the points. If it says, for example, 10 points, what do you think?
There are 5 or
Are
10
two options.
mistakes.
Yes, I have 5 are 2 points or 10 mistakes.
Exactly. So probably there are 10 mistakes, or probably there are 20, I don't know, and all of them are away half a point, like 0.5. But I think we're going to tell you, all right? We're going to tell you. We're going to tell you how many mistakes you need to find. Okay, gosh, it's 12:41. Okay, so this is the type of exercise that I wanted to try with you. I wanted to know your opinions. I wanted to tell me if this was okay for you. If it was too difficult, maybe to try a new one. Is it too difficult?
It's not too difficult, but requires you have to be focused and you know the sounds. So it's not too difficult if you know the consonant sounds. But it's okay. It challenge you.
Yes, but I think like this, like mix between easy mistakes like we can see and other a bit difficult that we can see so easy, like a mix. Because if
Right.
all are difficult, it's impossible. It's not impossible, but almost impossible.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Now, what about the first one? What if I show you a text like this one? So we're talking about the game local as we're in a different country, and the question is, how many plosive sounds are there in this sentence? Is that difficult or easy for you?
It's for me. It's more difficult than the other. How many? But find the affirmatives is not so difficult. But how many is for me is the most difficult that we have seen in this unit, because
Okay,
we have to see every word very
carefully.
carefully. Yes.
Right. So if you get an exercise like this in a writing quiz or writing test, okay, I'm going to be very clear about instructions saying, for example, answer these questions, use words in small caps. For example, let's suppose that the question is, how many plosive sounds are there in this sentence? Let's suppose that there are 12 or 10, okay? So the idea that I expect from you is that you type the word 10 in small caps, minúscula, in small caps, okay? But I'm going to be very, very careful about the instructions because during last writing quiz, there were people who wrote 10, others that wrote a number, or I was getting answers like 10 and then parentheses, a number, parentheses. So, and I'm switching to Spanish for this one. En una evaluación escrita como un quiz, si hay múltiples respuestas, algunas respuestas pueden ser consideradas incorrectas, aunque esta, 10 and the number, is correct, but if it's not in the program, if it's not part of the correct answer, it's going to be considered a mistake. Okay, so I'm going to be very careful about the instruction, and I'm going to be very careful when you read the instructions. So careful about, and if you have questions, always ask, okay? Guys, I'm sorry to take you up so long. Do you have any questions before we finish the session?
I have a comment.
Yeah, go on.
This was a very explaining class, but really, I was very mad and angry with the quiz because I couldn't do it well. So for the next time, say me if it's possible, do it in the cell phone, because I was really angry. Like I wasn't so angry like 5 years ago. So please tell me if I can, because I have a computer and a cell phone, and it's not difficult for me to do it in a computer. But the class was very explaining and very entertaining.
Good, thank you. I actually didn't know that some quizzes or some formats or some types of items were not cell phone friendly. So I actually found out that now with you, and I really appreciate and really thank you for letting me know. So this way I can inform the rest of the teachers in the meetings that we have on Wednesdays, that there are some quizzes that cannot be taken with a computer. So probably it would be to include that in the instructions. So
Yes, teacher.
mhm.
Yeah, if you wanna be like totally completely sure about all the student can take the quiz, you must tell them that in the computer, all the pages will always work. So in the cell phone or in the tablet, sometimes some pages doesn't work okay, or ¿cómo decir esto? A ver, la pantalla no se ve bien, no se ve completa, se cortan, se bajan. Entonces, del computador siempre se va a ver bien.
Right, you're right about that. You're right about that. And since I have had some internet connection problems myself, um, I have been using the cell phone for some meetings. So probably before giving you the evaluation, the test or the quiz, I'm going to try the quiz or test myself in my cell phone. So I guess I'm going to now. Guys, thank you again so much for all the feedback, all the comments and suggestions. I really appreciate them, because that way we're going to improve, right? This way of having virtual classes. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you, I guess, next session, which is going to be on Tuesday, but I understand that students are going on strike, and then I have no idea the way this is going to
Yes.
work. Yeah, so
It's difficult. Yes.
yeah. So until next time, okay?
Until next time, I think so.
All right, all right. You take care, guys. Goodbye. Stay healthy.
Bye,
Goodbye.
teacher.
Stay
You
happy.
too. Bye bye.
Goodbye. Going to stop recording now, okay?